This is a mind map of a book which I read long ago. The title of the book is right in the middle: The Leadership Secrets of Colin Powell. As you know, Colin Powell was the defense secretary, I think, when Clinton was the president. So, this is a book written by Oren Harari. And let's say, what I've done is something like a mind map. I've taken all the main ideas and put them here. Let me start from the extreme left. I'll not give you lengthy descriptions. We'll just have a brief run through. Powell as provocateur. Know when to piss people off. That's a nice one. Know when to piss people off. Promote a clash of ideas. The day soldiers stop bringing you their problems is the day you have stopped leading them. So that's a very interesting idea. When people come to you with their problems, it is an indication that they believe that you can solve them. And the moment you see people stop telling you problems, do not be under the impression that there are no problems and you've been successful as a leader. Well, it can almost, what do you call that? A snafu situation. That's what it can be called, SNAFU. If you have heard that, SNAFU is an acronym which actually stands or expands into situation normal, all effed up. So that's a snafu situation. It's an acronym invented in the Second World War. What this means is, on the surface things look perfectly all right, but beneath the surface it's all totally screwed up. So that's called a snafu situation. Well, Powell says, and then what does Powell says? Resumes describe past performance, so that's not very important. The ego trap. Change before you are forced to change. That's a good insight. Then knock down barriers, no turf wars, all to be open and candid with each other and reward those who are candid. Then let's move to the right. Organization charts and fancy titles count for nothing. Fancy titles count for nothing. Powell on strategy and execution, part 2. Servant leader. Well, that's a known concept. Servant leadership, or what is the other word we use? Stewardship. That is the highest kind of servant leadership. Strategy and execution. We are now on the right side. Close with the enemy. People over plans. Vigilance in details. Situation dictates strategy. Rules for picking people. You need to be careful the kind of people you pick, because it's all about people anyway. So the right people in the right place and everything can be achieved. Trust those in the trenches. That's a good one. So they're doing all the fighting. Challenge the prevailing wisdom. That's an important one. Disagree without being disagreeable. Well, I think most of our politicians have to learn this. Let's understand that we should agree to disagree without being disagreeable. And then let's see if we can quickly run through the rest of this paper. Being responsible sometimes means pissing people off. That's on the left side. Leadership isn't a popularity contest. I'll be frank, from time to time, I'm going to make you mad as hell. That's Colin Powell for you. Get rid of non-performers. Get rid of the deadwood. Success often breeds failure. Complacency is the enemy. Well, nothing. You said it really. That's really the truth. Complacency is the enemy. 50% of the time spent on people and make everybody want to stretch. Part 3, Powell character, the Powell way. Optimism is a force multiplier. Take leave when you have earned it. Prepare for loneliness. Wage wars on smugness and arrogance. I love that. Wage war on smugness and arrogance. Smug people are those who think they already know everything. Question them. Debunk their assumptions. Question them fearlessly. Don't accept anything on face value. You don't know what you can get away with. You don't know what you can get away with until you try. Encourage risk takers. And then let's move to the right. Pursue every avenue. Balance. No breakneck speeds. Have a sense of balance, but pursue every avenue. Push things to the limit. Great leaders are great simplifiers. That's a good one. No guts. No glory. Not efficiency, but guts. Guts and glory. Okay. Leadership is the art of accomplishing more than the science of management. Science of management says is possible. So leadership is the art of accomplishing more than the science of management says is possible. Have fun. Truth and integrity above everything else. That's very important. Look below the surface appearances. Well, That's it. I think we finished this mind map. The leadership secrets of Colin Powell. Make change means growth. If P is equal to 40 to 70, go with your gut. Right? Go with your gut, he says. And that's it. Thanks, Mr. Powell, for a wonderful lesson on leadership.